Hey besties, when I see people make very silly comments online, I don't even respond because generally I don't even have that time to respond. But today and this period of my life, I have the time. In fact, I made the time because one thing I'm not a fan of is when a person is trying to bully someone or discriminate against the person. No flipping away, not on this channel. This channel was created for my besties. So if you are not my bestie, what are you doing on this channel? Now, this video is in response to the very silly comment I got in my previous video. In case you don't know, I'll be putting it up here. I made a video on the recent immigration changes that Auntie Kemi is proposing, and of course I shared the information and I analyzed it and I said my opinions about it. Color me surprised when I saw actual racists. Like, you people should be ashamed of yourselves. If you've ever doubted that there are people in this UK that are go to the last video on the channel and go and check the comments. You will be shocked. Me, I was actually shocked because yes, I know that people like that existed, but to see them come out in broad daylight, the audacity. Firstly, anyone with even half a sense would know that my previous video was directed at legal immigrants. That's why I even call them expatriates. It's so funny how when people that are they surprisingly act like they don't have sense. They surprisingly have comprehension problems. I'll be addressing various comments and talking about my opinions again. So if it's peppering your body, you my non-besties, let it pepper your body well. I will pepper your body till you break. And the good thing is that it's on my channel, so no loss to me. It is you that cannot look and pass. You must show your character trait. As I said, I'll be addressing some specific groups of people. The first group of people I'll be addressing were the people that intentionally acted very dense by talking about illegal immigrants. Nobody and nowhere in the video did I say anything about illegal immigrants because, of course, Auntie Kemi said if you've been here illegally, you'll be banned from actually applying to be a citizen. Now, in no part of my analysis did I even talk about that part because that's not even the focus of the video. That was never the focus of the video. The focus of the video was on legal immigrants, people that are here legally. So one thing about people that are the R word is that they very intentionally, as I said, act very dense. Those are people that will say immigrants are stealing our jobs, and yet you cannot even separate was and where. The same you, whose job are they stealing? Because one thing I notice is that it is always the people that have nothing to offer. They are actually the entitled ones. Because I saw a few comments of, oh, you are actually entitled to a country citizenship. Oh, shut up. You are actually the entitled one. Because one thing I noticed about these R people is that they are very entitled. They feel like because they are Brits, then they should have things handed to them. And when that is not the case, what they now think is, oh, you that are coming from another country, how can you have those things handed to you? Forgetting that no one hands any immigrant anything, especially in this country. Nobody. If you see an immigrant, that person has worked their asses off. And you know this, but then because you are the R word, you don't even have any common sense to actually accept the truth. Nobody is stealing anything from you. I would just suggest you maybe read a history book or maybe have a little common sense if that's not too much to ask. Because come on, this is 2025 and you are still audacious about your ignorance and your discrimination. That is very ridiculous at its best. Then to those set of people that are doing, immigrants versus the Brits, what is wrong with you? This is not about us versus them. It is about fairness. It is about equity. And do not for a second act like I do not have the right to have a commentary or analyze something that someone has said. Now, Auntie Kemi made that proposal, and I am well within my right to comment on the fact that it is actually unfair. Now, you may not agree with my analysis, and I don't even need you to actually, because if you are not even an immigrant, I don't know why you are having opinions. Like, stay off people's businesses. It's not even your business. I was talking to my fellow immigrants. So why are you putting your nose where it should not be? Then I saw a few comments from people that are acting like immigrants, and I say you are actually not an immigrant, because you cannot truly be an immigrant going through the challenges that we all go through and open your big mouth and say that, oh, it is okay for a policy that used to be 5 years to get citizenship to now be 15 years. No immigrant in their right senses would ever say that. So to now make such comments and now say, oh, I'm an immigrant, who are you deceiving? You most likely have citizenship. So what are we doing? Like, what are we saying? What's the conversation? And see, it is not compulsory to comment on someone's post. Like, who is paying you for the comment? Like, if you don't agree with someone, you can actually disagree respectfully. But what you cannot do is to come on my own channel and want to flex muscles. You'll be humbled, very humbled. And if you've grown the balls to come here and still run your mouth, you are free to. Obviously, you don't have anything better doing with your time, because it's how you people shifted the conversation from the proposal that Kemi said to talking about things that are very baseless and irrelevant. Someone was saying that, oh, immigrants come from boats to Europe. Like, do you know that I read comments and I was like, you know how we think that people that are mad are people that are like tearing their shirts on the road? No, go on my comment section on the last video. You will see people that are literally online trolls. And you can't tell me you are an online troll and your head is correct. It's not possible. Someone else said, leave Auntie Kemi alone, go and fix Nigeria. Shut up. See, that your mouth that used to talk, close it. You go and fix Nigeria. From your name, I know you are Nigerian. Why can't you go and fix Nigeria? It takes one person to fix a country, right? How do you people even think? How? You think because someone is in a country, the person does not have a right to say anything? Then one he-goat now said, oh, you will face deportation soon. Oh, my flippy. See, one thing I've learned is people that are they don't think. Like, well, it's normal because you can't even have the capacity to think and be R. It's not possible. Because you see someone that is in the country, and because the person is not white British, the person is a nobody. Like, how do you think? Then there is a group of people saying that, oh, Kemi is British. I don't know what your problem is. How did Auntie Kemi become British? How? Her parents were immigrants, yeah? She was born here. And during that time, automatically, when you're born here, you become British. From her name, she was a Yoruba woman. So you cannot say, Kemi is British. Yes, she is British. However, she became British because of people like her in power. For instance, if she was born during this period, would she be British automatically? Absolutely not. So don't come and say, oh, she's British. She's British now thanks to people that were in power then. And now she's doing all she can to make the system very difficult for people that want to be citizens. And you sit there and have very baseless opinions because you are just are. Just accept it for what it is. That is who you are. And you should be very ashamed of yourself. Very ashamed to think that because someone is in a country, the person does not have the right to have opinions or analyze something. You should be so ashamed of yourselves. So ashamed. But of course you can't be, because you don't even, because you have to think for you to be ashamed. But if you don't think, there's no way you'll be ashamed. That's why you'll be so audacious to say rubbish. You can support Auntie Kemi, and I do not flipping care, because this is my channel. Like, go on your own channel and go and raise the banner. Don't come on my channel where I'm talking about something that is affecting immigrants, because it's not affecting you, because I'm very sure it cannot be affecting you and you are talking like this. Sometimes before you type something out, read it. I know that maybe it is too much to ask, I know. Obviously it is, but try and read it first, so that you not just be pouring out some things that are not palatable at all. I'm not going to ignore the people that said other things, because I got some positive comments, but I think it was the shock of, God, people are actually are. I got some positive comments, and when I say positive, I mean comments from people that are actually impacted. If you are not impacted and you are not a sensible human, it is easy for you to have some baseless opinions. So I I don't get it, but to each his own. To those people that obviously understood what I was trying to say, to the others, please, this is not the channel for you. This channel is for my besties. And of course, if you want to rear your ugly heads and you want to still yap, see, and I said I have time on my hands. Time to respond to you in the most sarcastic ways. Time to drag you by the bullhorn. Time to drag your coconut hair that is not hearing word. I have the time on my hands. Now, of course, all this analysis is for a policy that has not even started or may never start by God's grace. And regardless, even if it ever starts, I keep saying, and I said it in a previous video, I am not stuck. And to you, my besties, you are not stuck. You see how these people are acting? They are not for us. They don't even care. Now, of course, there are people that actually care. I don't mean those people who. There are people that may not even experience what we're experiencing, and they actually care. There are people like that, because I have people like that in my corner. Even though, yes, they may not fully understand because they're not living in that reality, but they are empathetic. And for me, I'm not even looking for anyone's empathy or sympathy. That video was just analysis. See, things are not that deep. You see someone online, you don't even know anything about their lives. You just see them and you're like, you shut up. Go sit down, Joe. Anyway, my besties, the next video you're going to be seeing is going to be a vlog. I'm going to see you, my loves, and the next one. Of course, drop your constructive criticisms and your sensible comments. But if you choose to drop any kind of comments, I have time on my hands, so I am ready for you. Alright, my loves, I will see you in my next one. Love you, besties, and non-besties. Get out.